Then you can smooth things out with your fingers like this, using pressure, and then you can use lighter and lighter pressure later to improve the surface finish so that don't leave any fingerprints in it. Get smooth the fingerprints out. And the friction from your fingers warms it up. So I'm going to take my piece here, look for the best edge, and the sharpest edge I should lay right on this white line here. So I'm going to leave it down, start it down here at the base, press it in and form it, and then parallel with the white line, you see how it also just fits underneath the connector here, there, and then just keep laying it around on the white line, because that's part of your seal as well. And then if it's too long, we can just cut it off here. So it's a little bit too long, but it's no problem. Go in, cut it off. Now it's got a crack here now and then, but that's not a big deal. We'll smooth it out in the end. We'll end up filling these areas with little triangles again when we're done. So then what you want to do is just start to press this in and around the Fimo. It'll act a little brittle and crack, but that's not a big issue. Then you can start to form it and press it in here, and you can form it onto the white line here. The older the Fimo is, the little more it cracks from the sheet form, but you can smooth over the cracks before you put it in the oven to cure the Fimo. And so just press everything around back there. So there's a gap here we need to fill. Just cut off a piece of material and just lay it in there. Same thing here on top. Add some more material. Smush it in. You want to avoid overlapping here because your surface is already good from the initial piece. You always have to put some here in the corner. So it's starting to take shape, yeah. So we need a bigger triangle piece to go there, so we'll start a triangle piece like this. And might be just a little long, so cut it off. And I think it's probably a little too wide too. So, lay it in there. Bingo. It's a good size. Then you can smooth out the seam there. And you can make another triangle piece for the other side. Try to keep the dirt and stuff out of it. Lay it in there. That's a super triangle piece, but it'll work. And you can always use some tools to help do the forming here. You can push the Fimo down to the base plate and smooth out the edge there. And then this Fimo here you can round over a little bit into the grooves. And here we'll have to put some more material in since there's gaps there. That's not a problem. We have the material. Just shove it in there. You can smooth out any cracks then later. And that fits perfect under there. It's always surprising. It seems like you always have the right piece of material for the little gap you need to fill. At least for me, it goes that way. So now it's just a matter of patience and effort to get a nice smooth finish and cover all the areas. So make sure the material underneath the switch and around the switch is nice and smooth and filled in. If you have really big fingers, it's going to be a problem. My fingers are kind of small, so I can get into all these small areas. But if you have really big fingers, then you might want to get one of your kids to do the fine work around this tab here. You can make sure the tab still works. You can see the material pushes out here. So you can push the tab in and then smooth the material around. So once you get the basic form that you want, then you can start to use less and less pressure and then start to smooth out the surface with your fingers. But until you get there, use more force. And you want this edge here just to cover the white plastic, really. You don't want it to dig too deep into the grooves. And just more smoothing, work the material down here to the base. Takes form. I mean, just have to have a little patience to do the finish forming. Get it right. Every lamp is a handmade lamp here. That material away. So I'm not going to film the whole process here. You kind of understand what's going on. I'll show you how to do the finishing steps after a while.